Hey leaders, thank you for leading this Sunday, March 3rd. This is our third week in our Actions of Lent series. And this week we're on bless. The verse is 12:14. Bless those who hurt you. Bless them and do not curse them. So that's the verse. We're going to have fun. So what we are going to do for teaching the actual lesson is we have balloons blown up with references on them, and they're split into different bags. So we will split into teams of hopefully no more than 4 kids. We'll have to see how many we have. And each team will get a few balloons. They will have to then look up their verse reference, read it, and decide as a group, is this a blessing or a curse? Then they will have to decide or do. If it's a curse, they're going to pop it. Be ready. If it's a blessing, they're going to save it. Okay? So that's our lesson. Then we're going to come back together and go, hey, what were some of the blessings? What were some of the curses? Kind of thing. But this is going to kind of be a within their group learning time. The younger kids will do it together. So at the end of that, the verse that Mark is using to kind of sum it up and how in the world do we do that is Philippians 4:13. And so we're giving them all punching balloons, because why wouldn't you? Because when we are filled with the Holy Spirit and somebody punches us with curses, we, in the strength of Christ in us, can respond with blessing. So they're all getting punching balloons. I think they will need to probably, in your application activity time, use Sharpies and write on their balloon. They do not have to blow it up to write on it. It'll just stretch out. So they do need to write it thick. I think that was like a double line when I did that. So they'll probably do that in application activities. So allow enough time for that. The application activities are all bubbles, not balloons. So you're welcome. The creative one is bubble art. We have a different method. There's a video in the lesson plan if you want to watch that. We will have everything prepped. And the physical activity is using different size bubble things. There is a large one, and we did test it. It is not space dependent. You can actually do it right there, right around yourself, and it's fine. Is this going to be a little messy? Probably so. Do I care? No. You will both have discussions with kids following or during, while all of this is happening, regarding the bubbles. What's easiest? What's hardest? Is it frustrating? If it's frustrating, why? How is responding with blessing or love to others who are cursing or being mean to you like this? The whole bubbles, they blow up, they pop, they fly around, all the things. If somebody is popping your bubbles, or the bubbles, how does that make you feel? If somebody is refusing your blessing or is there's responding to you with curses, how does that make you feel? How do we need to be aware? How can we allow Christ to fill us and rely on his strength to respond well? Always making the caveat that responding to curses with blessing does not mean letting people hurt your body. We need to be very clear that we are not teaching children that because they love Jesus, they have to let people abuse them. And so that is not what we're talking about. You get safe adults, you talk to safe adults, you get help. But it does mean you don't turn around and abuse them back. So you get away, you get yourself safe, and you talk to somebody about it so they can help you be safe. So that is our lesson this week. I'm excited about it. It should be fun. See y'all then.